here with TVB9.
Hi everybody, it's TVB. We're in New Orleans. We're in Airbnb right now. This is my 5th time coming to New Orleans, but this is my first time filming a video in New Orleans. Actually, no, yesterday, because I filmed a graduation video for my special sister right here because she graduated college yesterday. And I made a video. I'll put that up either tomorrow or Tuesday or something like that. Yeah, wee-hee! So this is a video I've been waiting a long time to make. That is our top 5 favorite bands. See, when Auntie graduated high school, we made a top 5 favorite movies of all time video. Now I think it's best we do a top 5 favorite bands of all time video. You say your honorable mentions, I say my honorable mentions. You do your 5, my 5, your 4, my 4, your 3, my 3, your 2, my 2. Then our number 1 together. See, I have my iPod right here. Just like when you say your whatever song is that, just play like a song for them.
Oh.
Right from the get-go, and I'll be like, oh, it's that band.
I'm here.
Okay, so
it's lit.
Just, do you have any honorable mentions? If you want to skip the honorable mentions, that's okay.
No, I'm gonna do an honorable mention. I just said the hiccups in front of your brother, but my honorable mentions are Paramore, because I think they have, knowing the behind the scenes stuff, I think Paramore is like a great band, but the heart and soul of Paramore is Hayley Williams.
She's great.
She's awesome. And she has like pipes for days and her voice is fantastic. But the other members of that band have said in interviews that they've like kind of just been riding on the coattails of her dreams, so that's why they're an honorable mention. And like their music is great, but I also feel like it's very much the same, like their range isn't as good as it could be.
How like you listen to a song that's a few years old, it's like an old song can feel new again.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Airplanes, the one that she did with Bob.
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, it's a great song to stargaze at, and it's also like, it reminds me of someone that I met. Because let's say we both meet an airplane to fly home.
Mm-hmm. So Paramore is one of my honorable mentions, then I'll also go with Ellie Goulding. Not that song, but like her original album, like Lights, and her second album honestly is my favorite that she came out with. She's great. I love Ellie Goulding. I love her voice. I think it's very like authentic.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so like Paramore, Ellie Goulding, you can go with your honorable mentions.
Okay.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. 21st September. Love is changing the minds. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
Gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. 'Cause I know there's no life after you. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Move along like I know you do. And even when your hope is gone, I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways?
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitudes.
You bitter, thunderstruck, thunderstruck. I'm not afraid.
Yeah. It's been a ride.
Everybody,
I guess I had to go to that place.
It's enough to
make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
Well, shit. Mine are short.
But it's fine. You did great.
I love the Arctic Monkeys too. I'll drop them on mine. They're a fantastic band. I also love 30 Seconds to Mars is one of my honorable mentions.
Okay,
'Cause-
so what is your fifth favorite band?
Okay, so my fifth is
Play the song. The Beach Boys!
All the clothes you wear
Good vibrations.
and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair.
See, we both know each other's number ones, but I'm really excited to see what 522 is. I'm thrilled that Beach Boys is on your list.
And the Churchill blooms on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air. I'm picking up good vibrations.
She's giving me good citations. Ooh. Okay, Beach Boys.
Vibrations. Okay.
Like, nostalgia, right? All the times we, like, drive to the beach.
Okay, because here's the things. I feel like you're either a Beatles person or a Beach Boys person.
Really?
Yes. Because I feel like you're either a fan of one or the other. Sometimes both. Because I am a Beatles fan, but, like, not as much as I am a Beach Boys fan. The Beach Boys are my shit. That was my childhood. That was what we listened to every single
Yeah,
summer we drove
our
on the
mom
shore.
would always play, like,
Yes.
literally every time we drive, like, we're from New Jersey, every time we drive to the beach, like, we'd always, like, have Beach Boys. Not even just to the beach, but anywhere, really. We'd always be playing Beach Boys.
Okay, you're what's your 5?
My number 5, hold on.
Oh, boy.
Yes!
Oh, boy. Okay.
Fall Out Boy, it's like, honestly,
Turn off.
when I got my driver's license, like my 17th birthday, I asked my mom, like, Mom, can you get me these CDs for my birthday? And I requested, like, Fall Out Boy Greatest Hits for one of those CDs. And, like, honestly, a lot, like, during the second half of my junior year and, like, the senior year, like, a lot of mornings when I was just driving to school would not have been the same without my Fall Out Boy CD. Like, Fall Out Boy, it's, like, one of those, like, alternative / pop / punk bands that we listened to growing up that, like, you know, guys that grew up in the 2000s like me we'd just look up to and be like, yes, this is, like, one of our bands. Like, Sugar We're Going Down, Thanks for the Memories, Dance Dance, that really long song, it's like, you're just a girl all the boys want to dance with, and I'm just a boy taking too many chances. Little Less Than 16 Candles, Never One Touch Me. There it is. Yeah, so many great stuff from them. The oldest band. Now, I actually like New Fall Out Boy. I know a lot of people hate New Fall Out Boy, but I like a lot of their stuff. I love Centuries. My song is Know What You Did in the Dark is a good one. Uma Thurman is catchy. And yeah, it's like they've been such a big thing both in the 2000s and the 2010s. And, like, yeah, they're the next band I need to see live. I've seen my number 3 and my number 1 live, but I have not seen Fall Out Boy live. They're next one less. They were at the Pepsi Center back in November, and Black Bear was their opening act. And I really like Black Bear too. But unfortunately, I didn't have a way to. I had the money for it. I just didn't have a way to get down there because, you know, I don't have a car out in Denver. It's Muse.
It's news.
That was one of her alarms during a lot of mornings.
It was one of my alarms.
Again, one of them.
Okay, so I love Muse. I know people think that they're a U2 copy. I reject that notion, and I think that they have a very... Their voice is very specific, and it's very... It's like, it's feel good, but at the same time, it still has, like, independent and alternative roots.
It has, like, that sort of darker energy with it.
It does, but, like, I feel like Muse is more uplifting than a lot of other independent and alternative bands are. So, I love their music. I think they are phenomenal, and I think they remind me a lot of U2, which I love as a band as well. But they're more, like, modern, and they tackle a lot more. And I mean, also, I'm not gonna lie, I was introduced to them through the Twilight genre because they had a song written for the first Twilight movie. So, what's your number 4?
I was kind of introduced to one of my bands, my number 4 band and my number 1 band through Transformers, so that's funny. But yeah, my number 4.
Really? Linkin Park. Okay.
Again, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. The soundtrack. Oh, that movie was such a stupid movie, but it had such a great soundtrack. And like, yeah, I mean, I thank my sister for introducing me to Linkin Park almost. But like New Divide, guys, is my third most played song on my iPod. And Linkin Park, just like the uniqueness of their sound, it's like new metal. I think that's what people categorize them as, but it's like it's alternative, it's metal, it's a rap. Like in the end, is such a classic. Like the rapping parts of it and like Chester's voice, and it's been almost a year since we lost Chester Bennington. And honestly, like I'm like I get like upset over celebrity deaths, but like Chester's, when I received news, I was actually like distraught over it. I just like there was one concert apparently where he broke his wrist by accident, and like instead of going to the hospital, he just continued the concert and ended the concert. Then he went to the hospital afterwards. Like, if that's not legendary, I don't know what is. Like, guys, like he sang like an angel and screamed like a demon, and it really goes to show like depression can just hit anyone. Like, you think a guy like Chester would have it all figured out? Like, he had a wife with like a great marriage with 6 kids, and like a really powerful, influential musical career with all these fans that loved him and bandmates that adored him. But like, it really just. I listen to songs like One More Light. I know the album as a whole, One More Light, it's got a lot of mixed reviews from a lot of people. I think the album's great, honestly. And I listen to a song like One More Light. It's like his tortured soul's like reaching out to him from reaching out to me from whatever afterlife he's in. Like trying to like, it's not like a guy wanted to help us with our problems, but just couldn't help himself with his own. So yeah, Linkin Park, they've the second most relatable band, and yeah, my most relatable band is my number 1. Okay. Number 3.
Number 3 for me, it is the Imagine Dragons. We saw them live. They have a great show. Their sound is very different and wonderful, and I love them. And thunder, hear the thunder. Lightning, hear the thunder. It's great. It's lit. It's signet. All right, number 3 for you.
Okay, my number 3. Also Imagine Dragons.
Okay, ironic.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that way we've had like 2. I mean, spoiler alert. 2 of my favorite. Like we've shared 2 bands from.
Sounds about right, because they directly influence you since I am your older sibling after all.
Yes, and Night Vision is one of my favorite albums of all time. Like the end of middle, like Radioactive. When we saw them live, they did that song. The inner middle score, Trapped Inside of Me, was finally at peace.
Okay.
And yeah, it was amazing. Okay. Was this
The XX.
XX? Oh goodness! See, like, I know I hear songs, but I don't get the names of the bands. Like XX, tell me.
I don't know what the name stands for. I just know that I love them. I think they have a very new age kind of. It's like a club sound, but it's also very like different and alternative. And I just love everything about the XX. I think and I also saw them live back in October. With an ex-boyfriend. Yeah, no, XX is my second favorite band. They put on a great live show. They have great music, and yep, that's about it.
Is that like? Are they? How recent are they?
Continue, BB. Go.
Okay.
You're number 2.
All right, hold on. My number 2 is. It's also the
his Beach Boys. Okay.
Yes, but basically everything you just said. Like again, the nostalgia. Like growing up, we'd always listen to them all the time, and yeah, just so many classics. Like the classic rock era in the 60s and 70s. Oh, Beach Boys! I can't get enough of them. They're too good. Okay.
Here's my number 1.
Yes, again, we both know each other's number 1s. It's Florence and the Machine.
Happiness hit her like a train on the track. Okay, so if you know me at all, you know that my number 1 favorite band always has been and always will be Florence and the Machine for literally 8 years now. I've seen them twice live. She has such a poetry to her music. Every single lyric and every single word that comes out of her mouth has meaning. And when you see her in person, you see that. There's no auto-tuning, no help. It's just the vocals. She is better in person than she is on the album. And she always has a message. And it's pretty much always about love or life, which are, I think, something that anyone from any walk of life, any religion, any race, any ethnicity, socioeconomic background, whatever it may be, anyone can relate to her music. Like, Florence and the Machine, to me, is the ultimate artist. And I live her for it. And I will till the day I die. So, yes, you're number one.
All right. My number one. It's Green Day.
I know.
Like,
Why don't you play a more popular song by them?
this is most viewed music video on YouTube. One of their most viewed video. Do you know what's worth fighting for?
I can't watch that.
It's not worth dying for. Okay, yeah. Again, Green Day has meant so much to me over the years. Like, I don't even know where to start. Again, my first band I saw live, their music sings to me. Like, 21 Guns was dropped in 2009, my last full year of elementary school, and like, I'll explain this more. I plan on making a special video from at the end of August, and like, I like 21 Guns dropped in the middle of a very hard time, and yeah, it's been there for me ever since 5th grade. And then my first band I saw live, and oh goodness, like, the relatable music, like, American Idiot has, like, my favorite album of all time. It's an album that's so epic, it got a freaking Broadway musical adaptation back in 2010. And, like, cause it's a concept album, like, has a recurring story and theme throughout it. And it stars out this guy called the Jesus of Suburbia, who leaves behind his, like, crappy, like, small town to start a new life in the city. Just like how I left behind that crappy town, New Jersey, so I could start a new life in Colorado. I think we're all like our own Jesus of Suburbia, or what's her name, or Saint Jimmy to an extent. Like, they shape the way I view music, the way I view politics, like punk rock. Like, they were such a huge thing both in the 90s and the 2000s, and they're still kicking it today. Billy Joe Armstrong, Trey Cool, Mike Dirt. They're still on. Revolution Radio is a very underrated album. You guys need to check it out. And just so many songs like Basket Case, Know Your Enemy, Holiday, Boulevard Broken Dreams, Wake Up September Ends, Jesus of Suburbia, Longview, what's her name, Hitchin' a Ride. Again, just way too many classics. I love them to absolute death. And yeah, they're my number one. Probably will always be. Alright, thank you so much for watching. We're both very tired.
I'm drunk. Just a little bit. I love
Thank you so much, Auntie. You're such a champ.
Alright, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night. See you. Subscribe.